people. Oh, there we go. This webinar is now live.
Yay.
Yay. Welcome, everybody. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Welcome. We'll give a couple minutes for everyone to join in. There it is. And then if at any point, we'll give a couple more minutes for people to join in. If at any point you guys want to ask questions to any of us or let us know, we could use the Q&A down below. There's a Q&A box or whatnot. Welcome, everybody.
There's also the chat.
Yes, there's also the chat too.
Yeah.
So happy to have you guys here. I know that we had, I think the open house went pretty well. It was great to see my teachers and get caught up, and we're in the middle, almost towards the end of October, and it's going well, hopefully for everybody. I know there's been lots of changes and adjustments. That is always the case with 2020, right? All right. So I'll just go, maybe we could just introduce ourselves in case we have some newcomers. I'm Jamie, the PTO president. Welcome, hello. And then whoever wants to go next.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Nazaro. I'm the vice president. I'm at soccer practice, so I'm not normally in my car for these meetings, but today, that's the way it happened.
I'm Jessica Nunes. I am the PTO event coordinator. And yeah, I guess that's it. This is my first year on the board. So if you didn't see me on our last board meeting, hello, nice to meet you.
I am Marjorie Hickernell. I am your treasurer this year.
I'm Blair McRae. I am your co-treasurer, and I've been on the board for 3 years.
I'm Carrie Johnson, and I am your communications coordinator this year.
I'm Karen Salter. I'm the teacher liaison. I've been on PTO since we opened in 2009, and happy 50th day of school.
Yay.
Oh, wow, 50 days, that's amazing. That's so awesome. Well, we are so glad to have everyone here. We could probably get right to it now. Oh, so happy to have everyone. So like I said before, if you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat box, or we have the Q&A. And I think there's different, you can send it to all the panelists there. So Ms. Salter just said we have today's the 50th day of school. That is so impressive. I'm glad we made it 50 days, so we can keep going. We have some event items. I'll throw it to Jess, and she can go into some of the things happening this week.
Yes, today is actually the very last day to purchase your Boogram. So you can make that purchase on our PTO website, kcepto.com, and we'll get that in the chat box as well in just a moment, so you can have that for reference. But today is the very last day. So if you would like to sign up and purchase a Boogram for your child or your child's class, today is the last day. And those will be ready to go home face-to-face for our face-to-face students on the 27th. They'll just go home with your child. But if you are a Launch Ed family, those will be able to be picked up in the bus loop on the same day, October 27th. So we'll get those out to you before Halloween. But I also wanted to let you know that we have moved our box top mailbox, which is really exciting. It's now outside. So if school hours don't work for you for dropping off those box tops, we've got you covered. It's outside, underneath the awning, outside of the office. It will be there. It's very weatherproof, so you're good to just drop off your box tops there, your physical box tops. Preferably if you could put them in a Ziploc bag, because just in case, that would be great. And also they don't blow around in the wind. And if you do have any of those physical box tops that are expiring November 1st, we've got to get those mailed in. They need to be postmarked by October 31st. So if you could get those in our mailbox no later than the 28th, that would give us enough time to get those prepared and mailed off. That would be awesome. And the last thing that I have on my list is our party in the park. It's scheduled for December 4th, and we're very excited. We're going to keep everything outside, socially distanced, so we'll keep it safe. But we have some ideas for what kind of theme we want to go with. It's still kind of in the works, but we are looking for a chair for this event. So if you are interested in running this event for us, please reach out to me. Let me know, Jessica Nunes. You can make a comment in the chat box, or send me an email. Either way, whatever works for you. We would love to have you and get some help with our Party in the Park event, which is something that's open for every one of our families. So it could be a big event, but we have lots of support on the board, but we also need some support from the families to help us make the event fun for all of our families. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Yes, what she was saying about Party in the Park, you can drop it, like if you want to email one of us or put your email in there and we'll contact you. And it's really, the Party in the Park is about giving back to the community, and we want to kind of make it as free as possible to everyone. So, and bring some fun back, while obviously, of course, maintaining social distance and all of those things. So, and oh, I wanted to, Jess did some really cool red ribbon out in the front of the school. We'll post some pictures on Facebook. I just wanted to make sure you check out our Facebook page. If you could put that link in, Carrie, if you could put it in the chat. If you don't have access to our Facebook page, be sure to join us there. We share a lot of information there. And I believe Blair has some info about room parents.
Hi all, so I am co-treasurer, but I'm also helping out with room parents this year because I am a 3-time room parent at KCE. So I reached out to a lot of room parents today via email to invite you to come to the meeting. As a room parent, if you've never done room parent before, it's pretty easy. You're just there to assist the teacher with whatever the teacher needs, maybe provide a little bit extra to the teacher, and to kind of be a liaison between the board and the parents as well. And it's important right now with readathon coming up. So the first thing I would like room parents to do is to reach back out to the teacher and ask the teacher what their preferred method of contact is. I've worked for teachers that have been happy to give me the class list, and I've worked with teachers that preferred not to give me the email addresses, that would like the emails to go through them. So please reach out to your teacher and see what works best for them, so that we're working with them in all things. As a room parent for events that are coming up, it's just a great way to reach out somebody else besides the teacher, to reach out to the parents of the students and say, hey, we've got this coming up. We've got spirit nights. If you know of any activity, spirit nights or party in the park or anything, you can just reach out to your class. It's a quick email. Just a reminder. The teachers do that too, but sometimes it's great to see an email come from somebody that's not the teacher, just to keep the class engaged. Another thing that room parents do quite often is we work with the parents to support our teachers for holidays, including birthdays and teacher appreciation. And we will go into that a little bit more in depth for just room parents. I don't think everyone needs to know, but it involves things like collecting teacher favorites, or gifts or presents or whatever, anything that it can be simple as note, card drive or flowers or anything to help brighten the teacher's day. So that's kind of Room Parents in a nutshell. The reason why we wanted to kick off Room Parents right now at this meeting is because we will be utilizing Room Parents for the Readathon. Readathon is our major fundraiser of this year that we're about to give you a ton of information for right now. So I'll let that get started, but then I'll kind of talk a little bit more about how Room Parents can assist with that process.
Great, thank you so much. Yes, we are going to kick off our Readathon at the beginning of November. So as the board, we've been planning and coordinating all the things, and we're so excited. Let me just start off first. We're so excited to work with, hold on, I'm getting lost in my screens. Sorry. Okay. Am I sharing my screen yet or no? No. Okay. Well, first, just let me say I'm so excited to bring the Readathon. We wanted to do something fun for the school, and the Readathon is like our big corporate, big project for the school where it can benefit the whole school. So whatever we like to do, we want to make sure that it, feeds into everyone. And this year we're definitely cautious and but also optimistic. We but realize, the climate of what's happening with so many families affected and so much is happening. We definitely want to be sensitive to that, but we also want to be realistic and or not realistic, that's not the right word, but every year we buy AR, and each of these, and that's for every student. So I think it's also called Renaissance Reader. It's how your child does the Sunshine State program, the quizzes, and that as a school is about $10,000, and the PTO buys that for the school. And then we do a lot of things just here and there that we provide for the school, but in addition, that's our, we wanted to do AR, make sure that we can definitely provide that for next year. And then the other thing that we wanted to come alongside the school, I'm having a hard time finding I want to show you some pictures, some playground equipment for outside. Sorry, I'm having.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes, please do. I'll figure this out.
Miss Camilla reminded us to make sure that everyone knows that any readathon volunteers or any volunteer, they need to be additions approved.
Oh yes, that is very good. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Did you want to say where they could go, or do you want me to do that?
Well, I don't know the link off the top of my head, but if you Google OCPS additions, it comes right up. But we can put that.
And you renew it every year. So every year in the beginning of the year, you go in and you renew it. And the first time you sign up for additions, it might take about 10 minutes, but every time after that, when you renew it, it only takes like 2 or 3 minutes. They just want to make sure you did not commit a felony in the last 12 months, basically.
Yeah, they do a little background check, and it does take, you do have to go and check it to make sure you're approved. And yes, I believe it's like samaritan.ocps.net that takes you to that. And then you also once you sign in, you want to sign up for an opportunity. So, and that's just, I think they just have like a general volunteer, but any kind of work you do, your room parents, any kind of work you do, because most of our work is from home, like, to be honest, like we're all working from home, but any work you do with the media center, with Sunshine State, or your room parents coordinating different things that we ask you to do, you want to log that time. So just be sure to do that as well. Okay, I figured out my share screen. Sorry, it took me a really long time. I got lost in all of my tabs. Okay, I wanted to share the cool equipment that the school wanted to do, but because of COVID, they were unable to continue to provide. So here, I'll jump to this one. I don't know how to do, oh, here we go, percent. Okay. So like, these are just some of the ideas. It's loading, I'm sorry. So these are just some of the ideas, and each piece is, they're looking for like musical play equipment, standalone. And just so you kind of understand the process, we have to go through an OCPS vendor, and the vendor will install the equipment, and each piece runs with installation. It ranges, but we're probably looking at about $10,000 for one piece. So some pieces are less. There are some pieces that are about $7,000. So we'll kind of look to see how much that we do raise, but we definitely want to make more opportunities for the kids to play outside and interact with this type of equipment. And just to kind of preface it also, that the school does like a really good job just keeping students like in their pocket pods. And I don't know if Ms. Salter wants to speak to that as she sees it, but they also have like sanitizing sprayers. I don't know how often that they do that, but where items will be, you know, sanitized on a regularly basis on whatever they decide at the school. I'm not sure of that. What's the word? Routine. But I know that the school does an amazing job of keeping, you know, different pockets together and not intermixing too many kids. So, and I know that, you know, so they rotate, I guess, is in the playground, right? Yeah.
Yes, they rotate, and the sprayer happens after each class vacates the equipment.
Yeah. And so I know my kids, just hearing them talk, they rotate like at the different areas. So, you know, so sometimes they're on the field, and then sometimes they're on the court, and then the next day they're on the playground. And so they all get to rotate, which is, it's kind of cool. They, you know, they have a good time. So we just want to, you know, be able to provide this for the school, because the school was unable to, they had to divert that money that they were going to use for this into other money because of just, you know, the financial things that it's complicated, you know, of all the budgetary reasons. So we definitely want to come alongside them. I'm going to, oh, and then let's see if I go back. Okay. So the fun activities for the readathon, we're going to do like book swaps, like a color page with scavenger hunt, you know, fun interactions on Facebook. And we'll have, I believe the school is doing, they're kind of do the storybook character, and it's going to coincide with the readathon. So that will be really, really fun. And then just fun prizes and contests during the 2 weeks. Oh, and November 2nd to the 13th. So we're going to kick it off on the 2nd, and it's going to end on the 13th. The kids are going to have like an hour during the day to kind of do all the fun things, like read with a friend, or we're still working on the logistics with all of that, but we did get that approved, and we're still putting all things together, and we look forward to it, and we're really excited. Did anybody else have a point to that?
Do you want me to share prizes?
Yeah,
The
you're
prize
welcome.
list for the fundraising?
Yeah, I didn't type that up, so I apologize.
No, that's all right. So this year we are going back to more of an individual earnings for registration. Kids are going to get these really cool bookmarks that come with a pen, a stylus, and scratches, color changing. Sorry, I wrote that so I could read it, but you can't because I didn't write it backwards. And for our $15 mark, color changing pencils and a fun notebook. I just dropped our $25 mark on the floor, so give me a second. We are going to have book lights, which will have our logo right here. Clip-on book lights, $25. And what's nice is as you're raising, the prizes are going to stack. So you're going to get everything as you continue to raise money. This is the one that my kids are super excited about. At $35, we will pack your bag with a nice little drawstring, KCE paw. At $75, we are going to have a mystery reading prize. So that's going to be really fun for our kids. We jump up to $125, and Carrie and Stephanie have been working really hard on this. We have a special exclusive readathon t-shirt for the kids. At $300 raised, our kids will get these awesome string lights. They are LED, they are remote control. So you plug them in, they can play with the colors. It's going to be super fun. If we have any kids who go really crazy and we get to the $500 mark, if you can see them here, we've got some wireless earbuds. They come in a little charging case. Super cool. I have read up all about them. They're supposed to be very easy for parents to be able to connect with all of your devices. Now, here's the fun thing. For our top reader, this is a readathon. We want to encourage reading. So per grade level, each grade level is going to have a chance to have a top reader and a top earner. Our top reader, they're going to get a Chick-fil-A lunch and their names read on the announcement. So super cool. For the top earner, they are going to get all of the prizes for whatever level that they raise to, plus get their names on the announcements. So kind of bragging rights there. Top teacher, we are working on the top teacher of the top reader. So if you have that student in your class, you'll get a gift bag for the top reader, plus your name on the announcements. And the teacher for the top earner, you're also going to get recognized on the announcements. Here is what everybody should be striving for, the grand prizes. Top reader of the school. It could be anybody. The most minutes that you read, the most logging. Fire Kindle. Ready to go. Top earner, don't think we left you out. Whoever the top earner is in the school will also get a Fire tablet. So we have 2 Fire tablets to give away to our top reader in the entire school and our top earner in the entire school. So please get out, make sure that you get yourself registered at the very beginning. There's going to be lots of push, lots of exciting things coming. And every time an Amazon package shows up at my door, my kids are really excited because they think it's for them.
So I would just like to reiterate, what Jamie said at the beginning of the meeting. We are totally sensitive to the issue that is surrounding our community now. Our community has been financially impacted greatly in the last 6 months. And we understand that everyone's situation looks completely different this year than it did last year. But this is the major fundraiser for the year. So we are asking for the donations. And we set the prize levels accordingly, hoping that people would be able to make, make certain levels. And like she said, there are certain base things that we provide to the school that we need to incorporate, that we need to fundraise for AR. And this year we also provided, I can't think of the other program that we went out and Brain Pop. So our operating costs, first and foremost, go straight back to the school to provide curriculum, teacher support, anything that we can do to help the teachers and the students and the staff of our school. Certainly after we take off that money that we need to provide that curriculum and those materials, that's when we start to see the new playground equipment and the new improvements. 2 years ago, we did the water fountains. coming soon will be an all new remodeled media center, which we raised money for last year. So we understand your situation. We are in that situation with you. I don't want you to think that we're only thinking about funds, but we do want to be realistic about, we do have a certain number of costs that are there every year, and we have to strive to at least, cover those and help with another project to help the school out and build on that. So
Yes, yes. So, oh, and I wanted to mention with the reading, it's going to be logged and tracked on, did you mention that on Beanstack, right? So we're going to work with the school and Miss Jones. She's going to set up a contest like for, the week of the readathon. And so that will be the way that the top reader is decided. So obviously with all of this is a lot of information, and we'll definitely be sending information out soon to the teachers so that they can forward to you. And just as like a side note, we are going to be kicking off our new website in conjunction with the readathon. So that will be our platform, and hopefully this will also allow us to better communicate all of our events better to you, our newsletters. So once you sign in and log in, it's going to kind of all run in conjunction. So we'll be moving away from, we're going to keep our website active through the end of the month, and then come November we're going to switch it all over. And so we're excited about that, and hopefully it'll just streamline things so we can better stay in touch with you, send volunteer notices out, and just a better communication means towards for everybody. So and then I apologize, I think someone asked a question, I think Melanie you did, and I might have answered it wrong. So I apologize about that. But before I jump into the question, I guess, is the top reader? Oh, is the top reader the one? Oh, sorry. So, okay. Someone must have just answered that question. I was going to go into the questions. Did anybody from the PTO want to have anything to say before we jump into questions? Or
Ms. Salter, do you happen to know the date of the winter holiday party? That's the question that Melanie had asked earlier.
Right. I was thinking that might have been the question. Traditionally, it's the Thursday before we break for the holiday, which would be, I think, the 17th. But I'm not really sure this year what they're going to be doing at all without volunteers and with distancing. So you might just have to wait and stay in touch with your teacher.
yeah, I know that my teacher, she like just usually requests, which is I think her teacher too. Sometimes they just request like holiday items, and they use it in like the science and math areas, and we usually just send it in that way, so that they can, and still make it fun and incorporate it in the school time. So I hope that answered your question. And then, yes, the top reader is the one who reads and logs in the most minutes. So if you read the, whatever 20 minutes today, and you must log those minutes in, some more information will come about that. But
and it will have to be the week of.
yes.
We are logging the week of. There will be a some sort of competition, not a competition, but we will have a contest set up through Beanstalk, and your student will be required to log in the minutes for that day throughout the week. And that's how we're going to track it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Did anybody else have questions, or if anybody else on the board wanted to speak to anything? Did we mention the Spirit Night? Did we mention tomorrow is Four Rivers Spirit Night? So just a reminder, any sales, you can go get lunch, go get dinner. It's all day tomorrow. is Four River Spirit Night. We do have more Spirit Night coming up. You know, be on the lookout for BurgerFi. We're doing one on, I believe there's actually two coming up, the 6th of November and the 18th of December. So we've got, so that'll be fun. That's just right here by the high school. And then of course, Marco's is November 12th. We could put a link to our calendar. I could probably figure out how to do that, but and then yes, so our party in the park is scheduled for December 4th. That's what okay. Anybody else?
And Kim wanted us to remind about there's a volunteer sign up for Boograms. If you were already in our system, it went out today, and I will post the link in our Facebook group when I get home.
Great. Awesome. Yay. Yeah, so today's the last day for Boograms. So if you haven't ordered, please do so. I know, and don't worry for all those, the launch ed students, we know there's been a lot of changes with teachers and where the student's located. We are going to verify. So if you wanted and you were unsure about whether to do it for your student or your friends, we will verify with the class list to make sure it gets, and then to the teacher, and that the teacher then notifies you that you have Boograms available for pickup. All right, so, and a quick update, I know we have purchased the furniture for the media center, but it will be several weeks. They have to put it all together. So just to kind of update you on that, we're very excited that it's moving along in progress. So who knows when, but we're excited about it. It's definitely been purchased and bought, and it's, I guess, in production. So were there any other questions from anyone? Any PTO people? All right. So thank you. Jess, did you have something?
Just a reminder that if you are interested in helping out with Party in the Park, we are looking for a chair for that event. And we already have some themes that we're working with, but we'd love to hear your ideas as well before we kind of set things in motion. So it's not too early to reach out to us before we go down a certain path.
Yes. And I believe tomorrow kicks off Red Ribbon Week at school. I believe it's wear orange, right? So make sure your kids wear orange.
Unity Day tomorrow.
Yay.
Orange, yeah.
Okay. You, okay. Terry, if you could just message me, and or my email is KCE PTO Pres, P-R-E-S, @gmail.com if you want to contact me with any questions. And Terry, if you could email me there or put your email in there, and I'll we'll figure that out for getting together. So all right. All right. Well,
real quick, sorry, I pulled up the calendar for the Spirit Days for Red Ribbon Week. So if I could just really quick go through those. So tomorrow we know wear orange for Unity Day. Thursday is College Day. So wear college shirt or jersey, whatever you got. Friday is Cougar Pride. So show your spirit, show your school spirit, wear KCE Spirit Day shirts. And if you don't have one, they're available. So please get one. Next Monday is going to be Wear Red for Red Ribbon Week. Tuesday, Crazy Hair and Socks Day, which I don't know about you, but that's like every day in this house. But we're gonna do it up for sure. And then Wednesday, Put a Cap on Drugs all day, Put a Cap on Drugs Day. So Wednesday the 28th. And then lastly, Thursday is going to be Pajama Day. So kicking off tomorrow, just remember, wear orange for Unity Day. And if you need a reminder, our the calendar of, you know, what to wear, the different themes for each day is posted on our KCE PTO Facebook page.
And I will be posting reminders every morning. So if you don't know what day it is, it's okay. Just look at our Facebook page.
Yes, get on our Facebook page group. All right. And just, I know everyone's a part of the PTO, so thank you so much for coming. And we really want your input. So if you have ideas, let us know. Contact us. I know we did the panelists this time. I think we might try to go, I don't know if we want to try to switch back to the regular Zoom so we can all see your faces, because I miss your faces. So, you know, just to have a little bit of more connection. So, I think that's all. So thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here and taking the time. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. We're very open for all of your help. And there's always things that need to be done, and we're going to try to work more to get things out there for you to help and all that kind of stuff. So thank you. Motion to adjourn. Okay.
Second.
Okay. All right. Thank you all. Have a good night. See ya.